with today's session about the allied healthcare courses or the paramedic courses. Basically, in India, we have a misnomer about paramedic. Paramedic, if you go into the developed world or the Western world, the paramedic means the people or the healthcare professional who work on ambulance and who goes to the field and then treat or stabilize the patient and transport the patient. They are known as paramedic. But here in our country, all allied health care system professionals, we call them paramedic. So a little bit of confusion. So for us, it is allied healthcare courses, or you can also call that as paramedic courses. So first about life supporters, as Rajesh Shah has mentioned that we three doctors, we started this institute in the year 2003 informally, but then finally we registered as not-for-profit in 2005, and we are based at Bandra. Our mission is to empower all the healthcare providers to help the community in saving lives, and thereby we intend to expand the LIHS family with all the healthcare professionals, whether it may be a paramedic or allied healthcare professionals, to impart them proper skill training and then send them to the society to save lives. So that is our aim, that is our mission about LIHS. So let us talk about first something on healthcare industry. So healthcare industry is the fourth largest employer in our country. So after say agriculture and housing or infrastructure, the health sector is the fourth largest employer. It is expected that this sector is going to generate about 4 million jobs. That is 4 crore jobs are to be generated this year. That is by the end of 2020. And it is one of the fastest growing industry with a cumulative aggregate growth rate of about 22%. And this is one of the largest sector in terms of both, in terms of employment as well as in terms of revenue. So if you see health sector is never under a recession. So it is a recession-free sectors. And as you know, most of the Kutchi community are into business. So if you see this sector, health sector is never under recession. And now with currently COVID, it is going to boom, and it is going to have a lot of jobs which are coming in. So how does healthcare sector functions? Okay, it functions through 5 segments. So the 5 segments are, one is the hospital, one is the pharmaceutical industry, then you have diagnostic, then you have ambulances or the equipments and supplies, medical insurance, and telemedicine. So LIHS is somehow, we cater to most of these segments. Like in hospitals, we create cadre of allied healthcare professional. We train the doctors in further certification after their graduation. Pharmaceutical industry, we are not very much involved with, but then again diagnostics. So we have the various courses in lab technology and radiology. So that is where we are involved. Then we have medical equipment, supplies, and ambulances. So we are one of the leader in training paramedics, that is people working on ambulances. So we are a leader in this training. And medical insurance, yes, we do a course which is called as Medical Record Department Technicians. You will see this as we move further. And telemedicine, we are shortly to come into it, because now that is going to be the in thing in the future. So all the 5 segments, we are very much involved, and we have various courses. Then what are the trends currently? So the trends, if you see, um, the first one is communicable to non-communicable disease. That was the trend till January. Trend. So it is, we are currently facing a big communicable disease problem in the country, and not in the country, this pandemic. So one is trend of communicable. Then if you see the tier 2, tier 3 cities, this is where the healthcare sector is going to boom, because as the migrants who are here, you will see that most of the migrants might not come back to cities again. So now there will be a huge demand of healthcare professional tier 2, tier 3 cities, and which had already started some years back. If you go back to say 5 years back or say 10 years back, like if you see in Kutch, someone who gets a heart attack or needs a angioplasty or angiography, they used to travel all the way to Rajkot or Ahmedabad. But now Bhuj or Gandhidham, they have all these facilities. So tier 2, tier 3 cities are now going to be the next trend in healthcare. Uh, Emergence of telemedicine. Yes, that is the coming. Say after 5-10 years, everything, I think 70-80% of the things will be telemedicine. Home healthcare, that is another big boom or big in thing. It has already started 10-15 years back. India now being a nuclear, most of the nuclear families, the children abroad, parents staying here alone, and they need a lot of home health care. We have testing at home. We have a video consultation currently at home. So again, home health care is another in thing. Then the penetration of health insurance. We have Prime Minister Modi ji has launched the Ayushman Bharat. So again, you have health insurance, which is going to be a big thing. Mobile-based delivery, yes, that is, as I said, maybe after say 4 or 5 years, you will have everything on your mobiles. So you are going to have your tests through mobiles. Currently, even if you see certain mobiles, you can see your saturation, which is very important in current COVID scenario. So you can measure your saturation, you can measure your blood pressure, you can measure your heart rate, everything you can do all these things through your mobile smartphone. So all these technologies are going to come in. So these are all trends in healthcare. So with this background, I'm going to take you through various courses that LIHS conducts. So what are these paramedic courses? So I'm going to take you to 3 different certifying bodies. So first we'll start with the national body, that is the NSDC, National Skill Development Corporation, followed by a university, that is Tata Institute of Social Science University, and then our partner, PD HINDUJA Hospital, with whom we are associated since more than 15 years in education. So the first course which I'm going to say is about general duty assistant. You can also call this as a home health aide, or you can also call this as a not officially, but it is also a type of a nursing assistant program. So what does this program, it teaches you? So this home health aide or the general duty assistant, they are the people who have left their studies, who are just 10th pass, who has no avenue to have some financial backing, but they want to do something in healthcare. So this is a course which provides you good jobs and always in demand. This is a job, I say for example, X person does this nursing assistant course or the GDA course. There will be not even 1 week that he'll remain free. He will be getting his or her job in less than a week. There's a huge demand for this course. So what they do is They assist the nurses in the hospital, they the patients at their home, and they support the system. Currently, what is happening is that most of the nurses, we are them, we are underutilizing them. Oh, sorry, we are overutilizing them for the things which are not so important for their caliber, like sponging. Okay, in the olden days, there were nurses used to do sponging, which still continues, but now it is this general duty assistant who can do sponging, so that the nurse can do something which is more important to the patient. Like preparing a trolley. Suppose a patient needs to be put a Foley's catheter or a RILES tube. So she can prepare the trolley for this, where a qualified trained nurse can be utilized for something more better. So this is what has this course has been brought in by healthcare sector skill council, and this is a in-course, boom course, and lot of job opportunities. And again, it is very short. It is almost 3 months, including on-job training, and they have been certified by NSDC, National Skill Development Corporation. Then we have four courses that which we do. There are many more. There are more than 20 courses by the Healthcare Sector Skill Council and NSDC. But at LIHS, we do this 4 programs. So one is the medical lab assistant, medical lab technician. Then we have radiology technician, we have dialysis technician, and then we have a phlebotomy technician. So the first 3, most of you must be aware of, the lab technician, the radio technician, and the dialysis technician. So these are the people we all are aware of. But the phlebotomy technician, these are the people, so when we go to a laboratory and we give our blood samples, so these are the people who collect blood through our blood vessels. So that is what they are known as the phlebotomist. So this is a phlebotomy technician program also that we conduct. And again, it is in thing, there is always demand for phlebotomists because there is great shortage of them. And again, there is a lot of home collections nowadays. So it is in lot of demand. The only thing is the first 3 course is a 1-year program, whereas the phlebotomy technician is 360 hours program. So it is not extending up to full 1 year. So again, 12th Science is the eligibility 1-year program and certified by NSDC. Then we have the TIS certified programs, that is the Bachelor in Vocational Education. Now this is something very unique about Bachelor in Vocational Education. We do 3 programs for the TIS. One is the medical lab technology, one is the radiology technician, dialysis technician. So these are the 3 courses. What is unique about this course is that it is a 3 years program after 12th Science. But the advantage is, okay, suppose I do my first year and I complete my first year, I graduate my first year. But now, due to some circumstances, I discontinue the course. I leave this program. But yet, after completing my first year, I get a diploma in, say, radiology technician or the lab technician or the dialysis technician. I continue in the system. I may work, I may not work. But say after 3-4 years, I come back. And then I do another 1 year. Then I get an advanced diploma after completion of my 2nd year. Again, if I leave and if I come back, or if I complete 2 years, I get advanced diploma, then I leave, I come back again, I join in third year, and I complete my 3rd year of my education. Then I get a degree program, that is the Bachelor in Vocational Education. So this is one great advantage. Like if a student joins a BCom or say joins BSc, if he leaves after 2nd year, if he leaves after 1st year, then he is out of the system forever. But here, another advantage is that the course is 70% is all about on-job training. The 70% is you are working in your respective department, so it is more of skilling and it is more of on-job training. And 30% is about your theoretical lectures and everything. Another third advantage of this course is that if you complete your first year, and that is you complete your 2 semesters, and when you go into your second year, you get a stipend. You are paid a stipend by wherever you are working. So that is the advantage of this BWalk program. And this BWalk is equivalent to any graduate course. That means, suppose I do BCom and then I want to join a MBA. Okay, so so I can do an MBA, but people used to think that if you do BWalk and now I want to do an MBA, or I want to do a IPSC, or I want to do some MPSC or anything. So again, the eligibility for MPSC or your postgraduate programs is valid for this program. Again, these courses, they are UGC, that is University Grant Commission approved programs. So a big advantage of this program. So we conduct this medical lab technology, radiology technology, dialysis technology. Intake is after 12th science, and it is 3 years, again certified by Tata Institute of Social Science, School of Vocational Education, a UGC approved program. Then another TIS program, that is Tata Institute of Social Science program, and this is a postgraduate program for those who have completed their BSc or BSc Life Sciences, or those who have done their medical lab technology. This is a program of 1 year, and it is known as the postgraduate diploma in histo and cytotechnology. So what is this histo and cytotechnology? Most of us, we are aware that if any of our relatives, they fall sick, they get operated, and some tissues are being taken out during the surgery and they need to be tested. And it has been sent, normally we in our language, we say that pathologist પાસે મોકલ્યું છે test કરવા માટે. So we have sent to a pathologist to get this tested. So when this tissue goes, it is quite a big tissue. So that doesn't go under the microscope. So it is, the tissues are being prepared, they are being cut. There is a technology behind that has been used to put it under a microscope on a slide. So there is a technique to do all this thing, and we have a leader in this technology, a well-known personality in the country, Dr. Anita Borges. She heads this program. So most of you know Dr. Anita Borges. So the program has been prepared by her, and she is leading this program. So again, this is a 1-year program, postgraduate, and again, lot of demand for this program. Then we have the PD Hinduja Hospital and Life Supporters jointly certified training programs. So the first two are the certificate courses. So what are the certificate courses? They are the radiology technician and a neurology technician. So the intake is any 12th, that may be art, science or commerce. Normally a science graduate would like to do something more. So we have not put science here, but any 12th graduate can join this program as a radiology technician or a neurology technician. So again, it is a 1-year program and jointly certified by PD Hinduja Hospital and LIHS. Then we have PG program with PD Hinduja Hospital. So what are these different PG programs? So the PG programs are the Advanced Medical Lab Technology. Sorry, I would like to go back to my other slide. Here, if someone who is 12th science, okay, and he wants to do a certificate course in lab technology. So PD Hinduja and LIHS, we offer one program that is basic medical lab technology course for 12th science student, basic medical after 12th. But here This is for any BSc graduate or BSc Life Science graduate. For them, these are the 4 courses. I'm going to tell you 2 more which are not been displayed here. So the first one is Advanced Medical Lab Technology. So all the laboratories, whatever we have seen when we go to the labs, so it has all been taught in this program. Radiology, we all know. Then the dialysis technician, and then the critical care technician. Now, critical care technician, most of you must not be aware of it. So these are the people who are going to work in ICUs, the critical care of all the hospitals. And they are going to support the nurses and doctors in the ICU. So there are a lot many procedures which are done in ICU. There are a lot many things which happens in ICU, like putting a ventilator, putting a endotracheal tube, or setting up a non-invasive ventilation, or putting a central line, or doing a dialysis at the bedside. So there are a lot many procedures which goes on in the ICU. So these are the technicians who are being trained to help and support the consultant, respective technicians, nurses, and the resident doctors. So they are a big help to them whenever these procedures are done in the ICU. So this is what is about the critical care technician. So these are the 4 programs. Besides that, there are 2 more programs. So one program is CSSD technician, CSSD, that is Central Sterile Supply Department. CSSD technician, Central Sterile Supply Department. This is the department which supplies all the sterilized material to different departments. Like, as I said, that I want to put a central line, so I have to have my tray ready with it. Okay, everything has to be sterilized, and then it is sent to the ward or to the ICU. Or there are medical instruments. A doctor needs instrument when he operates. So all the instruments, they are sterilized. Okay. So all this sterilization is been taught into this program, and these are the people who are going to take care of all the equipments for the sterilization part. So that is the 5th program that we conduct. And the 6th one is the OT technician and the anesthesia technician. So what is the role of OT technician? OT technician is a person who is going to keep his OT ready when the surgeons and the anesthetists come in. So say, for example, you have a surgery, say for a cataract surgery, or for say an appendicectomy or appendix surgery, if you apna normal language mein. So what equipments the surgeon would require, how would be the table placed, where will be the equipment kept, how to prepare the trolley and kept ready for the surgeons, how should be the light should be focused. So all this thing is being taken care by this OT technician, and we jointly do this also as an anesthesia technician. So whenever any anesthetist who is giving anesthesia and maintaining the patient during the surgery, so he is the person who is going to help the anesthetist in all the procedure that he or she conducts in the OT. So these are the 6 programs that we jointly do with HINDUJA, and it is jointly certified by us. So the eligibility, the intake is BSc or BSc Life Science, 1-year program. And then we have another 2 programs with HINDUJA Hospital, and that is the postgraduate certificate in medical record department. As I told you, that nowadays there is a lot of insurance and all this which is going on in the country. Now people have started buying insurance, and now we have the government scheme of Ayushman Bharat. So you have to keep all your records with the hospital. So till now, people, those who are of our age, we have seen hospital keeping records and files in all hard copies and papers. But now everything goes digital, and that is what is been taught, that how to do all this thing, and how to maintain the records, how to keep the records, how to preserve what is to be sent, what is not to be sent. So all this has been taught in this program, that is medical record department. Huge demand of this course. most of the tier 2, tier 3 cities, they don't have this medical record department, and that is why they are still continuing with the hard copy thing. But moment they get manpower, they would switch over to the digital part. So again, a huge demand. So the eligibility is any graduate, maybe BCom, BA, a BBA also. So any graduate who has a knowledge of computers is most welcome in this program. Then we have a PG certificate in patient relation associate. So this is a person who is going to act like a public relation officer between the management, between the doctors, between the nurses and the patient. And he's going to help around the patient in the hospital for whatever needs are. So this is again a 1-year program. Again, any graduate with knowledge of computers, jointly certified by PD Hinduja Hospital and LIHS. So these are the different programs that we have. Now I'll go to our associates, just 2-3 slides, and then we'll open the floor for questions. About this course, Dr. Paresh or Percy, if you want to add on anything if I have missed.
No, you're doing good. Continue.
Okay. Percy? Dr. Percy?
Members, hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So my appeal would be to the community members, as you all belong to business class communities. These courses may or may not be relevant to you or your children, but to your subordinates, people whom you employ, and as even a maid who comes to your house, their children, you could please refer these courses, and one of our counselor will be happy to talk to them if they could fit into any of this course. Thank you.
Okay.
See,
Paresh,
yeah. Basically, all these allied healthcare courses, they basically give a phenomenal satisfaction of serving humanity. So those who have a passion to serve humanity, this is like a seva to the mankind. So if any student who has a passion is actually most welcome, because unless you have that passion to serve humanity, doing these courses are otherwise you should never feel that you are coming to a wrong line, because this gives immense satisfaction. Even today in time of crisis, the medical profession and allied healthcare are doing a human job. So what the amount of satisfaction they are getting, I think no other professions will give you that satisfaction of serving the mankind. And talking about this current slide, these two courses, any student who has a fear of blood or fear of hospital, these two courses don't deal with any blood or human body at all. So you are with papers and computers. The patient as a relation association, yes, it is a human approach. So you will be right from the front is welcoming the patient, making his admission process, looking at his need, what he wants, what he doesn't want from the hospital. So you are a liaising between the patient and the back end hospital. And so it's a very these two are basically white collared jobs in the hospitals. So this is a different background altogether. Thank you, Ajay.
Okay. So I'll go to our associates. In 5 minutes, we'll finish that, and then we'll go for the question answers. So NSDC, National Skill Development Corporation, it was launched in October 2009. And this NSDC, it was launched, and the aim behind it was to skill the people of India. That was the aim behind this. And in this sector, there were different sectors were to be included. So currently there are more than 30 sectors which are included into NSDC. So one example is the health sector skill council. So similarly, we have diamond sector skill council, we have banking sector skill council, we have agricultural sector, we have goldsmith sector. So different sectors are under the NSDC. So launched in 2009, it is a public-private partnership under the aegis of Ministry of Finance, and the mandate is to train around 150 million people. That is 15 crore people to be trained by 2020. So that is the aim of NSDC. And I think Mr. Anil Nayak, currently he is the chairman of NSDC, the chairman of L&T. Then we have Healthcare Sector Skill Council, HSSC, which is one sector under the NSDC. So again, it is a not-for-profit and it is a public-private partnership where the CII, that is Confederation of the Indian Industry, and the government, they are together. So it is a public-private partnership, and the leading member of the healthcare industry and the other industries, they are into the committee. It is supported by the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Dr. Trehan is the chairman of Medanta Hospital, Delhi. He is heading this Healthcare Sector Skill Council. Then we have the Tata Institute of Social Science, the School of Vocational Education. So this was the wing of SVE, that is School of Vocational Education, was established to develop the student or train the student into vocational education, skilling the student into various sectors. And this SV School of TIS, the aim of that is, or the approach of them is to train the student into work integrated training program. That is 70% of the training will be done on job training. So during the classroom, you will be working in your respective sectors. Say I am into automobile courses. So 70% of the time I'm in the automobile industry at the factory site, and around 30% I do my theory part. So similarly in healthcare, the 70% of the training is in the hospitals or in the respective departments that they are going to skill in, and 30% is about the theory part of it. And so their aim is to provide the industry with a properly trained, skilled people to the industry, and not just theoretical knowledge and then lands up into trouble when given a job. So they are fully trained when they take up a job. Last is about PB Hinduja Hospital. So all those from Mumbai, we all are aware of it, one of the leading hospital, multi-specialty tertiary care hospital in city of Mumbai. We partner them since last 15 years into education, and we jointly conduct more than 11 training programs in healthcare sector. So that's about the various courses and our associates. And this is about life supporters. If you want to contact us, you can contact us in any of this, but I have highlighted in red because currently we are not into office. So our landline phones are not there. So whatever is in red, they are all on. So either you can connect us with on email or there are 3 numbers of Mr. Shiv Pujan Yadav, Bharti Chandran, and Dr. Disha Agashiwala. You can call any of them if you have any queries, and we'll be glad to answer your queries. So with this,